What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, Kegel Farms. And if you're new, I'm Tyler. And this morning, I'm working on this strip, this little small strip of fence. Like I said in the previous video, I was going to come work on it and end up not having enough wire, so I went and bought a roll of wire. So now I'm fixing it, and I thought I had enough posts, but I like one post. I gotta go back and get another post that I can drive that in later. So I'm gonna do that this morning. They're still doing the ground. You can see I got all that hay cut, so I'll probably bale that tomorrow or the next day, depends on, I gotta check, see how dry it's getting. But I am gonna go bale another field this afternoon or around noon anyways. Once the, like I said, once the dew burns off and it starts warming up a little bit, I'll go check the hay. I'll quit here, go check the hay, see if it's gonna be dry enough, then start raking. Because like I said, my dad, he's been sick, so he hasn't been helping me, so I've called in my brother-in-law to come help me, and he should be there around noon when we'll start baling some hay. So, but for now, we got things to fix. Wow. If you're doing fence, you always want to cut enough for your wrap around your post, because you don't want to end up not having enough. Like that too, but I'm not going to be able to wrap it twice. Got the fence all done. It's nice and tight. I like tight. And just like one more post up there. So I'm gonna go take and tie this wire up and take it over to the creek where I was taking the excavator and cleaning the creek out a little bit where a tree had fell. There's a strip of fence I'm gonna have to rebuild about this distance of it, so it ain't much. So I'm gonna go drop this off over, like I said, over to the creek, and then I'll probably go back and finish greasing everything, making sure everything's hooked up right, and then check the hay and probably start baling some hay. So we're in the tractor, got the baler hooked up, and I'm just now fixing to start baling some hay. Get the PTO turned on, baler's running, RPM set. Okay, put her in bale gear, and we're off. I'm thinking this field's gonna make about 30, gonna be in the 30 bale range. That's my prediction anyways. It's pretty thin, so I'm having my brother-in-law, he's on the rake, he's going around twice, one direction, and back around once the other direction. Because we run a side delivery rake, we don't have a V rake. Hoping to get all this hay baled. Got this field and my field over to the other place. Hope to get all this baled. And with the weather we're having a little bit of rain, and it's staying up in the 80s during the day, and it's making the grass grow really good. So I'm hoping to get all the hay off the field, and maybe the grass will grow back up a little bit, and then we can turn the cows in. Probably about December or so. Let them have a little bit of winter pasture. The hay's dried out pretty good. This is just a mix of Johnson grass, and this little area's got some Bermuda grass in it. For the most part, it's all Johnson grass. It's not wanting to levelize. There it goes. You're getting a little bit thicker hay, it's better. These dowels, I think I've explained it in my other baling video. These dowels, you gotta keep up to the grain, try to keep them level before you kick the bale out, because that's it tells you what side the bale is not as level. You want to try to keep them as level as you can. Tie this one off. Still run a string baler. And that wrap would be nice, but this baler it's got very few bales ran through it. Let's go check the bale. I like to check the first bale. So I'll go check it. Make sure everything's working like it's supposed to. There it is. It's a little green still, but unfortunately our barn's full, so this stuff's gonna have to sit outside. So it's gonna be all right, but that's a good looking bale. So we'll start kicking them out if I can get the tractor. All right. This Johnson grass is hard to bale, and I've already got it somewhat clogged. It's not clogged all the way, but it's wanting to be. The baler sucks. Get in a baler, you got to take and open this and lock that valve. It keeps it from the gate coming down on you, and there's my problem. Some of it's still a little green. There's a problem with Johnson grass. It's got big stems. These big stems, and they don't want to go through the baler all the time. So we finished baling over at my parents' place, and now we're over at my farm baling, and that one field made 21 bales. I predicted 30, but it made 21, and so I'm going to predict this field is going to make somewhere between 40 and 50, because it's a little bit thicker field, it's a bigger field. So I'm gonna predict between 40 and 50 bales. So we'll let you see. This is just a little curve of it. I hope we do pretty good on this field. We was going to square bale part of this, but our square baler's down, and we're hoping, we still got 2 little fields to bale, and so we're hoping to get it up and running. And there's my brother-in-law. He's getting it. Everybody say hi. So we're hoping to get that square baler up and going, so when we cut these other 2 little fields, we'll be able to make some pretty good little square bales off it. We don't do a whole lot of square bales. We usually do about 300 a year, and that's about it. but we ran out last year, so we're completely out of square bales. We like to keep a little bit around because you never know. Truck may not start, tractor may not start, you know, something, and they're handy to have, or sick. My wife, she can go out there and grab them, or if the tractor won't start for some reason, she can just go out there and grab them, throw them out to some of the cows, or you know, whatever. They're just kind of nice to have. So, but here's the view of the whole field now. Like I said, it's about 25 acres. So we're getting ready to make a bale. There's the baler. So put this. Where can I put this? There we go. Pitching's adjusted. These thin spots are hard to get the baler level. We may not even make 40 bale, maybe around 30 at home. Be nice if we can make 40. Be nice if we can make 50. I don't have high hopes or anything. Morning, everyone. So yesterday, like I said, we moved over here to the other farm, the 25-acre hayfield, and we started baling, and the baler clogged up on me and thought it was some hay, and it ended up being a little low limb about like the size of a quarter around, got stuck up in the belts, and you see got stuck up in there, so I had to open the throat or the gate, get it out, and then it sheared this bolt off like it's supposed to do. It sheared that off, but it kind of ground it off, and it went past right through there and just ground the bolt off, the bolt head off, and it was spinning around. It didn't actually break the bolt like it was supposed to. So I put a new one in and started it and started going again, and I hit just a little bit of a thicker hay, and it sheared it off again and done the same thing. So I had to take this whole slip clutch off, or yoke, slip yoke, whichever one you want to call it. Take it back home. I took all this off, and I had to take it back home, back to the shop, and I took this apart. And if you, ones that you don't know how to get this off, there's a little bolt right there. And when you take that out, you got to be really careful and turn it upside down and have your hand over that, because there's a little teeny tiny ball bearings. There's like 21, 22 bearings in there. And you spin this around slowly and catch them all in your hand, because if you lose them, well, you're SOL'd. But you take that out, and all them ball bearings come out, and this will slide off. And ball bearings that run around in there is what holds this in. So I done all that, and I sat there and I took the welder and I welded this up. We'd fixed this once before, but it had welded, made a groove down through there on both sides, and so now I built it up and ground it back down best I could. So I'm gonna hope for the best today. It should work. It should work, because it's a lot better than what it was. A new bolt would almost go through there. So, and I've got to change the nut out. I just put a little nut right there in it because, well, that's all I had. So change that out and put it back on the baler and let it dry, and we'll start baling. Where can I put these? Get all my stuff over here. This drive shaft ain't light. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Woo! It's almost a two-person job. So we're just holding the drive shaft. There, we'll cheat. And they're only a little cheating. Okay. Whew. Put our bolts back in. Okay. Put that together. And this is what it's done to the head. You can see it just shaved it off. Cutting this bad boy open, should be good to go. My camera died, so that's why I didn't get the video me taking this apart. So I'm sorry for that. I would say maybe next time, but I hope this don't happen again. But if you got equipment, it's going to tear up one way or another. It don't matter what kind you got. It's going to tear up. It looks a lot better. Well, we're baling hay. I've already sheared one bolt. I think it's because the Johnson grass is so thick. And the baler's throat is it's a small throat or chamber baler. It's making it's kind of clogging up and shearing the bolts. We got that fixed, and Addie, we're baling hay, ain't we? Yeah. She's eating her cheese stick. We're getting it, ain't we? Huh?
There's too much.
There's too much?
Yes.
Too much of what?
Too much hay.
Too much hay? You can never have too much hay.
Yeah.
No. What do you want to do with all this hay?
Take it home with me.
You gonna take it home with you?
Yep.
You're not gonna feed it to your cows?
Yep.
You are?
Yep.
That's good. I bet they like it. Are you done with this? You wanna take my bracelet now? Okay. Alright. She's a tractor riding buddy. What are you looking for? You want your drink? Your tea? You want your drink? Okay. Paw Patrols. Yeah. Yeah? You want to watch Paw Patrol? Okay. In just a minute, we're fixing to make a bell. Jingle bells? And I said, no, we're going to make a bell. No, we're going to what? Jingle all the way. On a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! See, we're making hay. And we said, hey,